Welcome to another episode. Coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. Offer of which can be found on amazon.com. We back. If this is your first time here, click the like button. Tell me where you're from. Represent your city, your town, your country, your state. Represent your family, your last name. Because that's how we do over here. We represent. We represent over here on this side. Take pride in representing. Where you from? Represent. I'm representing. What up, Joel? Michael? Silver Spring. Peace, peace, peace. I represent. Yeah. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little bit of time with me. And I appreciate that. What up, Wizzy? Whip it wonderful. What up? What up? What up? What up? Yes, sir. And P.S. by the way, click the bell below this video. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll get the notifications. Because a lot of people have been saying that they've been missing a lot of the videos for whatever reason, So click the little bell below. That way, you'll get the notifications once I upload a new video. What up, Big Rob? From the 305, baby. Salute to you, bro. You got some really good video that can't help someone's life. When it comes to this woman, respect from New York. I'm sitting here and where you're going with this topic. Yeah, this is really an easy topic, really. If you really think of it. You see where I'm going with it. This is an easy one. This is this is something that's pretty standard in society today. There's a mentality out here where people aren't as moral as they used to be. I mean, people are trying to get over. They're cheating in any way known to man. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to get into. It's kind of like, and this applies to pretty much every aspect of your life, really. Not mainly you, specifically you, but as a collective. It's kind of like relationships today. I mean, cheating is, let's take the average monogamous relationship today. Cheating is kind of the standard. It's not weird. It's it's not uncommon for somebody that me and you know that's sneaking out at night, or or sneaking out on the weekend, or got something going on at work with the boss, or or maybe it's a coworker got something going on with somebody. It's everybody knows somebody that's around them that's told them a story, and even I'm guilty for this. Everybody knows had somebody around them at some point in time where they'll say something and it's kind of like funny style, and you'd be like, you looking at them sideways, like, what? What you just said? You know, and they say things, and they think you're gonna be cool with it, but you wasn't necessarily cool with it. You just didn't want to voice your opinion. But in the back of your mind, you thought it was kind of lame, or maybe you thought there was above that. So that's that's pretty common today. You have some people will actually co-sign others people's mess. I mean, they won't say anything bad, but they looking at them funny style like, yo, that's kind of foul, yo. It's kind of like it's kind of like if your wife is cheating on you, your girlfriend is cheating on you. Everybody knows except for you. Everybody in the family knows. Her friends know. Even some of your friends might know, but except for you, you don't know nothing. So they got you walking around looking like Boo Boo the Fool. This is like a common thing today. This is not unusual. I've seen this play out so many times over the past 30 years, where it's like it's not far-fetched anymore. It's not hard to believe that somebody's cheating on somebody, man or woman. And women, they're the best at it. Women are the best at it. Really, a woman, in order for a woman to get caught cheating, somebody has to tell. In most cases, somebody really has to tell on a woman in order to catch her in cheating. Honesty is frowned upon. No one likes to hear the truth. Well, it's not so much that they don't like to hear the truth. As far as cheating goes, it's like when it comes to women, it's not that if a woman catch you cheating, if a woman hears or catches you cheating, it's not the truth that she has a problem with. It's the fact that you're doing something she has the desire to do too. But the reason why she won't do it is because of her reputation. Is because of the consequences. That's what that's really about. It's not so much about the truth. Because if she was doing it, she could handle it. And that's in most cases. I'm not saying all women are like that, but there's a large percentage of them out there that think like this. It's not so much that they can't handle the truth. Women want to slide. Women have the desires to slide out as much as guys do, believe it or not. But they just don't do it. A lot of them because the stakes is high. And they know a lot of guys are very judgmental out here. I never knew a girl was talking to other guys until her friend told me. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's usually her friend has to tell on you. Has to tell on her, I should say. But as far as a guy catching a woman cheating, that almost never happens. It's like women are very clever. It's like you have to catch her in the sack. You have to like be stalking her to catch her in the act. And you still might lose her down the highway driving behind her. She might take the long way to her destination. Most cheating goes down at the job, man, with a lot of women. I would say most of it goes down either at the job or somebody that she works with. Most cases, or if she go out of town on business. The job is the playground, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Hit the bell below. Yeah, the job is the playground, man. I'm telling you. You know. So you got people today, they're always looking for shortcuts and instant gratification. So if people cheat on themselves. So if you meet a woman that's cheating on themselves, what makes you think she won't cheat on you? And then you have some women that they'll cheat with you. Then some guys will settle down with the same woman. I'll be like, oh no, never do that. Never do that. And I've been that other guy on the side a couple of times. But I didn't know. I mean, I didn't have intentions of being that other guy. And when I found out, I said, oh man, come on, man, don't do me like that. And the funny thing is, a lot of married women are very slick, because this one specific woman, every time I used to call her, she used to answer. And I'm thinking, and we used to have like conversations, like 20, 30-minute conversations on the telephone. So I'm thinking, some of the times that I was talking to her on the telephone, her husband was in there in the household. Maybe he was in another room or something like that, because she always used to answer the telephone when I used to call. So that kind of threw me off. That led me to believe that she was single, but she was married all the time. So it's crazy, man. We can share. I don't care as long as I'm getting some. Well, I guess you can say you helping her husband out, but I would prefer to know if she's married or not. I don't like being caught off guard or blindsided. That's just me. Whether I care don't have anything to do with being blindsided and anything. I like to know what I'm getting into. That's my point. I don't like no surprises, unless it's a good surprise, if you know what I mean. So you got it's really it's tough for a lot of men and women out here, because on one side you got guys lying to women, selling them a dream and all this crap, because they don't feel like they can be honest or they feel like they have to lie because they're trying to get the girl to like them, or so they can get some. And women, on the other hand, they're kind of like, they kind of like being in the fantasy. They want to live out their fantasies. They'll commit to the nest, but they won't necessarily commit to the man. That's the thing. And some of the stuff that women commit to is crap in most cases. That's why it crumbles most of the time, because there never was any foundation there from the get-go. Should we as men get mad if our girl is cheating? Nah, I don't think you should get mad anymore. Not anymore. I mean, matter of fact, I don't think if you've been in a relationship with a woman long term, say you're married to her, I don't necessarily think you should leave her for cheating. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Now, I'm not gonna tell anybody, man or woman, that they should leave their marriage or leave that person. I would never do that. But what I would say, I don't think cheating is the end all be all of relationships. Because people make mistakes. Let's just be honest. People make mistakes. Things happen. You have to understand female nature. It's human nature. Really. I mean, things happen. Some women are not in tune. They're not so in tune with who they really are. They try to suppress that. And that's when they find themselves in certain situations in the trouble, because they put up a front in front of men. They put up a front in front of men, a facade, basically. And this is why you have people been living together for 5, 10, 20 years, and they don't really know each other. They only know the facade. And then until something happens, and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you was like that. Well, we've been together for 10 years. What do you mean you didn't know I was like that? That's the thing. Slip, fell, landing on his dick. Hit the like button. Yeah, I mean, see, it's like, if you're a masculine man, you can probably smash, I'm gonna say 90% women. If you're a masculine guy, let's take a woman that's been married with a beta guy for years, 5, 10, 15 years. And she's always around beta guys. She wears the pants in the relationship. Now, that woman maybe she's being taken care of financially. Maybe her husband's a good provider. But she's going to be seeking somebody on the side. I'm not going to say she has a desire for it. Now, it's going to take the right guy to get it out of her. And I'm not saying she's gonna be out there lurking, like looking around, looking to see what's going on. No, she won't be like that. But if the right guy catch her at the right time, he can smash. And the reason why I know this because I've been that guy. I've been that guy a few times. It's been times where I could have, the opportunity was there on a platter, but I declined. I didn't follow up. So sometimes just because I know I can do something, I don't necessarily do it. But it was there. The opportunity is there. And I met her husband and the whole family. But, I always said it's hard for me to sleep with a married woman after I've met her husband. It's hard for me to do that, man. I ain't that type of cat. I mean, if I never met her husband, okay, that's one thing. But if I met her husband, talk to him, shake his hand, then I'm smashing his wife. Oh no, man, I can't. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What up? Most women cheat for extra excitement, more attention, or they were just being socially sometimes leads to sex. Yeah, women. It ain't no such thing as too much attention when it comes to a woman. Instead of getting mad, it's better to understand why she cheated. Well, you already know. Yeah, I mean, you're going to know why she already cheated. If you've been around her long enough, if you've been paying attention to her long enough, you're going to know why she cheated. You won't even have to ask. Really? I think today you got to act like you don't know your other is cheating if you want your relationship to last in most cases today. I think, Michael, I don't think you have to act like it, Michael. I would say you just have to be honest. That's what I think. You just have to be honest. And see, here's the problem with that, being honest, Michael. Neither party, man or woman, wants to be honest because that gives the other person a pass to do the same thing. Like guys, most guys, they ain't trying to hear that, man. Especially most brothers. They ain't trying to hear that. They can do what they want to do all day long. But when it comes to their woman, oh no, man. Nah. And that's mine. That's mine. Now there's some brothers that do give their wives a pass. But that ain't the majority. That ain't the majority. So you got the reason why most guys just slide out because they don't want to give a woman the option to do the same thing. And women, same thing. Same thing. Really. So that's why they just sneak out. But the only problem with that, man, is today there's so much stuff out here, man. Too many diseases and man, I think it's a good idea just to be honest. There's too many diseases out here, man. It's too much. You don't know who you're laying up with. You don't know how they get down. You don't know if they got good health. I'm like, yo, when the last time they been to the doctor? Hey, When the last time they had an annual checkup? I go to the doc. I have an annual checkup for the past 19 years. I go to the doctor once a year. When I know some people they go to the doctor when something's wrong with them. So I think it's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable. But look, in the end, man, I just think two people should sit down with each other and talk that thing out. That's the definition of a masculine man to you. That's a good question. A masculine man does what he says and says what he does. That's the definition of a masculine man. Some women cheat because she is a blind. Only is looking for a new alpha. Some women, they that's kind of embedded within the being in a monogamous relationship, pretty much. I think that's a part of it. It's like if you get married, some people like sliding out that's their thing. In the beginning of a relationship, just ask if she a polygamist. Women want shit beta males, bro. Yeah, solo you rocking you right, because they don't want the other woman to take their livelihood. Because the beta male in most cases is a good provider. He's the guy she can show off at the with the job or on the red carpet, so to speak. So yeah, that comes into play. They're not virgins anymore. There's some virgins out here, believe it or not. I know a woman that's a virgin now, so it's not too far fetched. My last girl was a plain Jane, and she lasted 7 years just to date plain women. Why you didn't get married to her? If you, that marriage never came up. If you lasted for 7 years. When I was younger, cheating was my worst fear, but now I just don't even care. I don't even worry about it. That's why I get them. Women at the grocery store got their own house or apartments. Yeah, grocery store is a good place to approach women. Grocery store, the gym, bookstore, the wine bar, places like that. Yeah, they ain't trying to share the guy at home. If the guy's at home and if the woman out in the street, she ain't trying to share that man. That's why she ain't willing to sit down and work that thing out. She'll just keep cheating. And let's what is cheating? Let's get the definition of cheating. To me, is when I don't know what's going on. When you're doing things behind my back to sometimes undermine me. So that's my definition of cheating. When I don't know what's going on, that's cheating. You're undermining me. When I was 20, it would hurt me, not no more. I didn't want to get married. I'd probably marry my next chick, though. My tolerance level with cheating is different. Yeah, everyone's tolerance is different. But here's the biggest, probably the hardest thing I had to do. is I had to stop being accountable and being responsible. That's not a woman thing. That's a masculine thing. That's a man thing. Yeah, that's you. Women are not going to be um accountable like you would want. It's not gonna happen. So this is what I did. Once I came to that conclusion, I said, okay, if that's the case, every woman that I get, every woman that I meet, every woman that I'm thinking of getting involved with, or vice versa, it's going to be like this: my game, my life, my show. So that means this is what I got going on. And if you want to get involved with me, this is how it's going to go. Because I'm going to hold myself accountable. And if she get involved with me, I'm going to hold her accountable. So that's how I roll. hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's how I roll. That's a better strategy. That's a better strategy. Because if you're waiting for women to hold themselves accountable, that ain't gonna work. You know that ain't gonna work. I'm not saying all women, but the majority, they're not going. Being accountable and being responsible, that's not their thing. It's not. That's what a lot of guys got things twisted at somehow. See, a lot of guys are acting like women and they don't even realize it. They have like traits of women. They want women to be like men. And women want guys to be like women. So the game is twisted out here. Most people are confused. This is why I wrote this book. This book was basically about socializing with women. And I wrote this book. This book was all about mindset, lifestyle. And the next book I'm going to write, I'm going to add the money to the lifestyle. Because you can't talk about relationships without money. You can't leave that out. You can't think that money don't matter. You can't. You can't. It's impossible. You can't. I think a lot of guys that are talking the red pill need to live life on their own terms for a while before they deal with females on a sort of long-term level. It's a tough pill to swallow. Those of women believe sex that's the only form of cheating. Well, a lot of a lot of guys, they go MGTOW and all these other offshoot movements. It's really a reaction to the feminist movements, really. And a lot of these guys, they just upset and frustrated. That's all it is. Because they want women to act like them. It's not going to happen. They want like basically want to be able to tell women what they want, and women's supposed to take orders. It doesn't work like that. Women are very emotional, so that ain't gonna work. In most cases, unless she's afraid of you or something like that. Fear works. It does work, but it ain't gonna work all the time. Man, if the woman think you're gonna threaten her or do something to her, of course she's gonna do what she's told. But that ain't gonna work all the time. She's still gonna sneak out on you. I've seen it happen. Against what society said, it takes money to raise it does take money to raise a family. It takes a village to raise a family. It takes a village, takes money, takes time, takes patience. You need a collective support system to raise kids. You can't get one thing. You can't get everything out of one person. It's impossible. I'm going to say that one more time. You can't get everything out of one person. Man or woman. You can't. This is why it takes a village. That's just reality. That ain't my opinion. Especially the women today, they can't do half of what your mother did or what your grandmother did. I'm not knocking them. They just weren't raised like that. Look, most of us didn't have the best role models growing up. I'm not saying you had necessarily had bad parents. I'm saying you wasn't raised in such a way whereas your parents weren't high performance parents. They wasn't like number one at the job, top sales guy. You know, most of our parents weren't like that. Or your parents weren't multi-talented. Like my mom, she could sing, she could write, she could speak. She could speak in front of hundreds of people. She could sing, she could sew. She could do all kinds of stuff. She was multi-talented. Most parents ain't like that. They just know how to do one to two things. That's it. Yeah, I mean, my mom knew people all over America, all over South Carolina. I mean, it was ridiculous how many people she knew. But there was a method to her madness. I didn't understand it when I was young until I got older. But most people's parents ain't like that. I mean, unless your parents owned something, or you were like, they were athletes or something like that. But if that ain't the case, they can't tell you something that they haven't done. They can't demonstrate that. So see, we as kids, we follow what our parents do, not what they tell us. I mean, let's be honest. Most people today have like a tribe of failures. I mean, your friends, most of them, are losers. I mean, it's like, think of all the people you hang around. How have you being friends with them made you a better person? Think about that. That's a question to you. All the people you know, your friends, they claim they love you so much, and you like them. But how has you being friends with them made you a better person? Think about that. Think about that. Most of your friends are useless. They are incompetent. If anything happened to you, they'll be asking you what you gonna do. What you mean what I'm gonna do? Shit. What kind of question is that? What do you mean? My parents just died. What do you mean? What do you want? What I'm supposed to do? I mean, stupid questions like that they be asking. You know? Big time was about putting yourself first. You should have been putting yourself first from the get-go. Because if you don't put yourself first, you're no good for nobody. I believe most men are being cuckolded. Of course. I say a good 50%. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say a good 50% today. These women are all over the place. Yeah, they are all over the place. Man, hey man, this is the best time today. If you're a 25-year-old guy, man, let me tell you something, man. If you're a 22, 24, 25-year-old guy and you about your business, oh man, the world is your oyster out here. I'm telling you. This is the best time today, man. I mean, when I was growing up, you had to have game, boy. You had to really know how to spit. But today, you don't even have to know how to spit hard at women. Just a little bit. Then you can go out there, you can go on the internet, you can do it in person, online, offline. Oh man. For real. Man, online doesn't even take a lot of skill. You just online is all about pictures, images, and a little bit of text. Man, you put up a good picture, you got him. Yeah, I'm serious. Man, today it's never been. I'm talking about me now. I'm not talking about you. But today, it's never been easier to approach women today. It's like fish in a barrel. The realest thing I heard all day. That's not what we're taught. We're taught to come last. I never heard put yourself first when I was growing up. Nah, they don't necessarily say put yourself first, Solo. They don't say it like that. They kind of say it indirectly. Because if you're around a bunch of women, Solo, and if you say, hey, the man should be first, you get a different reaction out of women. That's why guys don't say it. You know, so we live in a society where guys walk on ice, on eggshells. In poor environments, any environment. I've heard the same thing in either environment, both environments. Whether you're in the country, city, suburbs, I've heard the same thing. Well, basically, most of us had the wrong information. Really, most of us have the wrong information. That's why things don't. That's why so many people have so many problems. I mean, think about it, Solo. You go through school, the education system is setting you up for failure. And the mediocrity is everywhere. Everyone wants to be average. You even if you try to pull away from some of your friends, they're trying to pull you back in. Like, well, man, it ain't gonna work, man. I'm like, how do you know it ain't gonna work? My uncle tried it. I'm like, I ain't your uncle, bro. Your uncle's lame. So it's everywhere. You go around your family, same thing. You go to school, same thing. It's like you go on your job, same thing. So it's everywhere. Most people don't really have anybody that's a high performance person. It's very few people are like that. They've had some type of experience doing something for a long period of time, but even have that drive inside them. I mean, if you go to most people's house, you're not going to see no awards or no trophies. I mean, how many? You go to anybody's house, the average house. How many trophies you see? How many plaques you see? How many awards you see? Very few, if none. It's like most people are just average people. There's no top. Most single moms teach their sons to put mom and females first. They don't realize they're teaching their sons to have low self-worth. But most single moms, they set their kids up for failure. First time joining the live, Daniel? Oh, welcome. Hit the like button. Subscribe. My mom did the same. Yeah, I don't think most moms really know what they're doing, really. But this goes back to what I said. They are not high performance people. You got to look at what your parents did in their lives. You looking at them. We look at them every day. What mom is doing? She just work a job. That's it. What dad doing? He just work a job. That's it. That's it. They just happen to have a job. That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. I mean, okay, what has your wife, your girlfriend done of significance, high performance? And don't tell me she had a baby either. You're supposed to be able to have a baby. That ain't nothing special, having a baby. You're supposed to be able to have a baby. A lot of women have problems. They brought that on themselves in most cases. You're supposed to be able to have a baby. So that ain't no big deal. Well, she's just your wife. You lay down with her at night. Then what? Y'all got married. Okay. Y'all bought a house together. What else? She bend over when you ready. Okay, what else? See what I'm saying? So you're around people like this all the time. It's like, this is why most people don't get anything done. That's why most people don't get anything done. Look who they're hanging around. Look, like me, I have very little friends. I'm like a loner. I don't have a lot of people to hang around. Very few people I have as friends. People I grew up with. I know a lot of people, but I don't hang out with a lot of people. You want to hear my perspective on this cheating culture? I'm telling you what it is right now. The best thing you can do is have your own program, have your own thing going on solo. Have your own thing going on. And when you meet a woman and you think she's ready to follow your lead, you sit her down and say, "Hey, this is what I'm got going. This is what I got going on. Either you in or you out." I mean, you don't necessarily got to say it like that, but you get my drift. That's what it is. If she don't, next, there's a woman that will get down with you. That's how it is. It don't have to be one woman either. It can be 2, 3. Depends on what type of guy you are. Dykes have kids, so that ain't nothing special. Yeah, exactly. Dykes having kids. So it's like nothing special about having. But if you think about it, I mean, most people are just looking forward to Friday, yo. They're looking forward to tomorrow. Because they done, slaved away the whole week, kissing butt at the job. They just happy. Thank God it's Friday. My mom is a fall in pursuit to me. I'm over BS. You can't get everything out of one woman, though. You can't. You can't get everything out of one person. You can't. It's impossible. I'm not saying you can't be happy with one person. I'm saying you can't get everything out of one person. There's a difference. You can't get everything out of one person. That's the thing. Nobody tells you this when you're growing up. Yeah, you can lie to yourself, but when you get into it, you're going to be like, I can't get everything out of it. Even you might like her. You might have a strong connection to this woman, but you can't get everything. She don't have that skill set. Whatever that thing is that you want out of her, she don't have that skill set. She might be antisocial. If she's antisocial, that means you can't take her around anybody, any and everybody. She's gonna be very uncomfortable. No, I don't think relationships suck. No, a lot of them do. But then I think the majority of them suck. The majority. But, that's how it is. We live in America. Keep that in mind. We live in America where there's no rules out here. There's no rules. So you have to create your own rules, your own principles. Happy wife, happy life makes you. That was a campaign back in the early 2000s. I think that came out, that it was a campaign they ran on television. Early 2000s, I started hearing that. I came out during the holidays. It was just a cliche, kind of catchy statement. People just kept saying it. They started having it in commercials and movies and everything. That Hollywood kind of kicked that off. Hollywood really kicked that off. That's how that came about. Yeah. Advertising and media. Yeah. That's how Hollywood kicked that thing off, man. That's how that came about. And people just kind of jumped on it and kept riding it till still to this day. Yeah. Yeah. That's all. I mean, it had a good run. You got to admit it. It had a good run, man. I'm telling you. I heard that like 19 years ago. That was the first time I heard that statement. Yeah, man. Oh, P.S. and by the way, I'm giving this book away for free if you become a subscriber to my Patreon. If you become a subscriber to my Patreon, I'm gonna send you this book. I'm gonna email you this book for free. So go to my Patreon and read all about that. All the details are there. Yeah, man. It's a lot of these little cliche statements usually pick up steam after a while. But a lot of guys are kind of gotten frustrated over the years because a lot of stuff that they've been taught, it just ain't working. Just not working. And then it's hard to the truth ain't normal out here. It's hard to find the right information out here. You got to get past the smoke and mirrors before you get to the truth. See, the problem is most guys don't have the discipline to stick it out long enough to find the truth, to find the right information. And this is pretty common. Doesn't matter what environment you go in. You're gonna have to stick it out before you get to the real. I'm going to fall back for a second. This is starting to look like consultation just me and you. No one else is saying anything. Your input is welcome. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Maybe some guys are shy, man. I don't know. Yeah, there's some people that follow me. They never chat. They never say anything in the chat. Some people just like listening, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why it took me so long to achieve certain things, man, is because I never could find anybody to tell me the truth. I mean, the whole society is set up like that. The society set up basically the the ignorant you are, the more ignorant you become, the more they can take advantage of you. That's how the whole society is really set up. So they don't really want I don't think they really want relationships to get better between the sexes in this country. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think they want things to stay the way it is. Because if you really look at some of these talk shows in the media, it's the same. They've been saying the same thing for 20 years. The same thing for 20 years. Nothing has really changed. People come out with the same books, same slogans on television, same ideas. They say things that they tell people what they want to hear, mainly women, and it ain't working. They just tell them what they want to hear and take their money. And then they got a pocket full of money and they left. Where I'm from, they call that highway robbery. They call that highway robbery where I'm from. I'm in Atlanta and relationships are all fake. I just left Atlanta, Solo. I just left Atlanta a couple months ago, or 4 months ago now. So yeah, I feel you what you're talking about. I left the chaos of Atlanta. God. I'm so happy to be out of there, man. Every guy is a rapper or a producer, and every woman wants in on it. Yeah, that's right. Everybody you meet claim that they something, or they want to be something, or they trying to get next to the movers and shakers. You know, like, yo, these people don't know how to do anything. It's weird, man. Where you going? Work for Tyler Perry. I never heard nobody say that one. I never heard nobody say they work for Tyler. But I heard some people say they work for on movie sets. I've heard people say that. You heard that? Okay. I've heard people say, yeah, I help. I work with a production company. I've heard that a few times. I'm a DJ. I'm a producer. I'm an actor, actress. I wait tables part time. I've heard people say stuff like that. Yeah, the movie set. Yeah, they'll say I'm an actress, but I'm a fitness trainer on the side too. I've heard that a lot too. I'm an actress, but I'm a fitness guru on the side. I've heard that a lot. Men and women have said that. Because kind of being an actress and being fit kind of go hand in hand. You know, that's a pretty common one in Atlanta. A lot of women are in shape. I meant this in Atlanta. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, man. It's like I never lived in a place like Atlanta. It's a very different place. It's kind of like it's a very different place. Really, it's not for everybody. It has changed. It has changed. Yeah, it has. Atlanta wasn't like that in the 90s. It wasn't like that. It's changed a lot for the worse, though. You know. Yeah, I remember like I think I met some pretty decent people there though. Pretty decent people. But there's a lot of snakes and fakes and a lot of fast talking, a lot of um booty shaking. It's just a lot of you just gotta be careful down there. You gotta be careful in Atlanta. You gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful who you hanging around too. Do you believe every attractive woman has been in the DMs on the gram or Facebook? If she's online a lot, probably so. Because you got these keyboard warriors online. They'll just send anything to a woman. They'll send pictures. They'll send anything. And not like the woman, she's not going to be checking all these messages. It's impossible. Nah, it don't even matter. It don't. A lot of these guys, they don't got no game online. Online, it takes very little skill. Like I said, they're not. A lot of these guys are not getting results. They're not getting dates. They're not smashing none of these women like you think. As far as her being online, yeah, and a lot of these women, they just get money out of these guys. That's their whole MO. They just want to get the money out of them. They're not really. They look at these guys as tricks. So they're not really trying to sleep with the guy. They just want him to hit the Cash App or PayPal. A lot of these guys just want to see the girl perform and dance on Instagram. And he'll send her over $5, $10, $20 or better. So I mean, these guys do that. Some of these women, people send them money every day, every time they do a post. So that's what they want too. That's that they're entertained by that. Yeah, a lot of these girls. A lot of these girls are strippers. So some of them, they show up for parties, but that's not the majority. The majority of them, they don't show. They don't. The promoters ain't rocking with them like that because it depends on the audience that they have too. Like some of these girls, nobody's gonna show up for a party at a club to come and see them. They're not, because a lot of these guys are tricks. Only a certain type of girl will be able to pull people from online or offline to come see her at a club or an event. And I already know the girls. I can kind of look at the girls and tell, okay, people would show up if she was at that event or at that party or whatever. It's a certain type of girl. Because see, some girls, they might look the part, but when they open their mouth, it's over. They don't really got nothing to say. They turn everybody off. Because some of these women, they have bad social skills. So as long as they dress naked or put on a bikini or panty, whatever, long as they do that, no problem. As soon as they start talking, I get instantly turned off. They don't have nothing to say. So if they turn me off, I know they turn other guys off. They have bad social skills. How you gonna make money with bad social skills? By keeping your mouth closed. Just shake your booty, do whatever you do, promote other brands. But if you have bad social skills, just be quiet. There's a lot of girls that's like that. They don't really like those guys that follow them. They just take their money. Yeah, that's the kind of like the strippers mentality. What up, DJ Shady? Perp. Is being a trick really a bad thing, yo? Yeah, being a trick is not a good thing. Because when you're a trick, if you keep doing that, see, that's gonna mess your mind up. That's basically you subconsciously telling yourself that you ain't enough. You got to take the dollars out. If you do it one time, you're gonna be like, okay, that wasn't so bad. Then you're gonna do it again, and again, and again, and again. And then you're gonna become lazy. Then you're gonna be like, man, I don't feel like talking. How much? See, that's a lazy man's way of doing things. See, that's where it starts from. That's just like a woman, like a stripper that does the same thing. And see, then you drift off to the dark side. You know, you drift off to the dark side then when that happens. And then if you stay in that place long enough, you never be able to see the opposite sex the same ever again. That's just like a stripper. You can't hold strippers to the same rules that you hold to the average woman. She's gonna look at you like you're a trick or a mark. Looks like I know a bunch of strippers. You can't be friends with them. You can't have a normal friendship with them as you would have with anybody else. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. Because they've programmed their minds to see every guy, y'all all the same. Y'all all the same. They can't hold you to your own standard. They can't do it. They can't do it. I mean, if those girls that stay in the strip club for all them years, they can't come out of there and have a regular traditional relationship. That ain't gonna work. They can't do it. I haven't seen no woman pull that off. The only guy that she can get with, she has to choose that guy, and he has to be a different type of guy, a street dude, maybe a pimp, an ex-pimp, something like that. But you can't be like the average guy out here, like working a job. That's not gonna work. How she was raised plays a role. How she act. Well, that's how she got on the pole. So yeah, doesn't tricking, but doesn't tricking cut through the BS? Well, sometimes it depends on how you want to look at it, Solo. But it's not really about. It's about you, not really about the BS though. That's what I'm trying to say. You can get past the BS without paying. You tricked off a lot of times. Yeah, you become lazy. You be like, oh, I'll just get it fast. I be like, well, who said you have to get anything from this woman? She's not. She don't have to give you anything. I mean, why do you feel the need to pay for something that is not even yours? It's not for sale. It's like that's that. That's just another side of the tricking is in a whole nother way of looking at things. I said, a lot of chicks get hit on the gram, but rarely get approached offline. Yeah, that's true. But what happened? See, those women on Instagram, they're the best manipulators. They master manipulators. Kim Kardashian is and Amber Rose and Cardi B and a lot of those girls. They play on guys' desires for sex. They say they have a. Every woman does this on Instagram. Even some women do this. The strippers do it too. Even prostitutes do it. They know how to get a guy's attention. So they play on the guy's natural urge. I know what's going on, but they still get my attention too. But I know what's going on. So I'm not ignorant to what's going on. But so there's a line, there's a line where I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna take it that far versus a guy that's just ignorant to the fact. It's a natural thing to be attracted to an attractive woman. That's just nature. But you have to have, here's where the rubber meets the road though. I have enough discipline to not let myself go too far. See, this is where the discipline comes into play at. See, when you're a young guy in your early 20s, you don't really have no discipline. Unless you're an athlete or entertainer or something like that, a high performance person, something like that. Business, something like that. But for the most part, if that ain't the case, you don't really have no discipline in your early 20s. You don't. Sex dolls. What up? What up, one step ahead? Reynolds Rapungi in the house. What's not true? Yeah, these women know how to seduce a guy for a limited amount of time, get him to do, men and women, get them to do certain things, take a certain action. But they look at you like a trick, though. They don't look at you the way you think. That's what most guys don't understand. Yeah, most guys don't have no discipline in the early 20s. I didn't say all, I said most. Experience can sometimes be a hard lesson. I'm gonna tell you that much. But yeah, you will learn the pain, pain and suffering. And hit the like button. Hit the like button. Get the likes up. Once you go get older, you realize certain things just ain't worth it. Exactly, William. Yeah, that's these women know these women know what's gonna get the guy's attention. They know what to say at the right time. They know what to wear. They're very flashy. They tend to be very flashy. Um, they'll say things to get the crowd emotional, grab their attention. Cardi B she's a master at it. Cardi B's a master at it. She a black belt master at mind manipulation. Better you look, the less game you need though. Not all the time. Sometimes, like I said earlier, sometimes some people got the look, but when they open their mouth, all bets off. They turn everybody off. So that's not always true. Now, here's what I know. Sometimes you might not look up to par with everybody else, but if you spit in game, that gets you a leg up. I can tell you that for a fact. But there's a lot of women, a lot of people out here, they got the look, but they don't got no game. They turn people off when they start talking, and then game over. I know a lot of women, they look dressed well, nice shoes, hair, nail. Oh, they play the part well. But I don't like being around them. They bore me to death. They don't really have nothing to say that I want to hear. I was out every weekend looking for new chicks to hunt. I just love to pull women, as many as I could. Women study men. Well, they're not studying hard enough, Jay Wonderful. Women don't have to study men. For what? I used to, no incentive for them to study men. I used to hesitate when I see attractive chicks, but I realize I'm going to die. So why not approach? I mean, the worst thing she could say is no or ignore you. And if that's the case, fine. There's a lot of people out here with bad social skills. Look, most people are not friendly. Do you realize this? Most people are not friendly. Most people are not friendly. Do you realize this? Most people are not outgoing. Most people are not social butterflies. Most people have boring personalities. I think a lot of us get caught up in how women look. We think that just because a woman look a certain type of way that she get offers all the time. No. They turn guys off all the time. They get turned down just like us, just like we get turned down. Master manipulators take their job very seriously. Men should find something that motivates them just the same. No doubt, be brainwashed. People are held to a higher standard. Mouthpiece is the key. Yeah, they're held to a higher standard until they open their mouths. Then you realize this person really don't have anything to say. That happens a lot. That's pretty common. One of the coldest chicks I ever pulled mentality was garbage. Yeah, don't think too much on that warfare. Damn, shop the red pillars are in the building. Yeah, it's a good day in the building. And hit the like button. Yeah, the United States is very judgmental. They do that because they want to keep the women in check. That's why. That's what the judgmental thing comes from. Women are not going to be accountable and responsible for their actions the way guys would like. That's a big problem that us guys have. We want women to act like guys, and women want guys to act like women. They want guys to be soft and comfy. and guys want women to be accountable and listen to what I say, and it's not gonna happen. There's a surplus of simps that keeps them on the pedestal, even though they're empty-headed. Well, those guys, they're manipulators too, the simps, because they're doing things as, in most cases, as a way to get what they want. They're not doing it because they want to do it. They're doing it because they want the woman to do something in return for them being nice. So that's manipulation. And women are going to go along. The average woman, if she can take advantage of you, she probably will. And then when you drop her off, she's going to call Tyrone over to her at her house. He's going to come over and beat her down. And he had to take her out for dinner. Better call Tyrone. That's Erykah Badu, baby. I love her music. I would like to look in Erykah, but I like to look in her eyes in person. I would like to meet her in person. I love her eyes. Somebody told me about her looking in her eyes. I saw it on Instagram. I can imagine how she is in person. She's probably chill, laid back. Her big lips. Yeah, I like women like Erykah Badu with heavy features. Those are the types I usually fall for. Kind of the creative types like that. How's a U.S. black chick like? Top tier ones that smoking. Some of the most beautiful women you encounter are the most insecure and lonely. Fact. Don't let the looks intimidate you. Get your spoken game together. Confidence key. Yeah, see, some women don't feel the way you feel about them. You might think she's smoking hot, but she don't feel that way. That's the thing you have to realize. This is even more reason why you should approach. A woman will marry a crackhead and turn around in court and say she want a divorce because he smoked crack. Oh God. Yeah, I've known a couple women that done that. You better call Tyrone. Just about. Jill Scott got some DSL lips. I'm not really a Jill Scott fan. She's kind of a big girl. I ain't really into them big girls like that, man. She's a big girl. I ain't in that. I ain't like that. She can sing, but I ain't in them big girls like that, man. I know she lost a lot of weight, but I'll pass on that. They say don't knock it till you try it, but I tried it. I ain't like it. Look, their eyes Your ass will all of a sudden start dressing on like Andre 3000. No. Andre 3000 was dressing like that before he met Erica. Yeah, he'd been dressing like that. He just took it. He kind of took it to the next level though. Once he got with her, but he'd been kind of dressing weird like that in the beginning. I can't handle Jill. I ain't into a big woman like that. I guess you could say that. I can't handle it. Yeah, I'll take that. In Japan, unfortunately, there is not many black girls here who are into the brothers. Yeah, I know Japan is like that with a lot of black women. One step ahead. It's kind of weird over there. Can't handle thick women. Now, I'm not saying I can't handle it. I just don't like the extra weight. I just don't like it. Give me my cash and I'll pass on the. That's funny. Now, solo rocking. See, one step ahead was talking about just the black women's attitude in Japan. He's not talking about us, as far as having a bad rap. He's just talking to most black people you meet in Japan are not the average black person you would meet here in America. There's a different mentality. A lot of people, when they go to Japan, it's like they get brand new for whatever reason. It's like they're not looking to date somebody that look like them. That's what one step ahead was getting at. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You have a lot of. It's like something's happening to a lot of those people. They had. I don't know. Sometimes most of them have issues. What up? What up? They feel they're better than us. Maybe they do. I don't know. Probably been to Europe? Nah, I haven't been to Europe yet. I'm not in a hurry either. I don't really want to visit Europe, to be honest. I don't really want to go anywhere over there. I don't know. Maybe to Spain, but I'm not in a hurry to go to Europe. What for? What for? Yeah. I ain't really in a hurry like that. What part of Europe? DJ Shady. What part of Europe you talking about? You talking about Spain? I mean, ain't too many. It's a lot of white people over there. Never been to the U.S. Yeah, I feel the Southern black women are easy to get to know. Paris, London, Amsterdam. Yeah, there's some black people over there. Yeah. I ain't in a hurry. I ain't in a hurry on that shit, man. I'll pass on Europe. That might be the last place I visit. I go there when I get old. I don't really care to go over there, to be honest. Very little on Cant. I don't have a reason to go over there. I don't know anybody that live over there. I don't know anybody that live over there. I don't know anybody that live in Paris, London, Amsterdam. I just don't. Yeah. I have my reasons. That's a video for another day. Yeah. Yeah. Hit the like button. Just more white folks. Yeah, basically, you right, Apple Mac. That's all it is. Where would I go now? I'd probably go to Brazil. Brazil or what's the other place I'm thinking about lately? What's that island? Jeez, it's an island. Someplace south. No, not Vietnam. Yeah, Belize. Belize is one of them. Go someplace south. Some of the islands, south. South American islands, some down there. There's a couple of islands down there. I can't remember them at the moment. Beautiful places, beautiful islands, beautiful people too. I can't remember, but that's where I would go. Someplace where it's hot. I don't want to go to no cold places. I don't like cold weather. What inspired you to write your book? People kept asking for it. Solo. That's why I wrote it. I kept getting so many questions, so I decided to put it in a book format. That's how this book came about. It's people kept asking about it, so I just put it in the book format. That's all I did. Have you ever had an ex that still wants favors like car wash and handiwork? Man, I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm not washing your car if we ain't together. And I might do some work, but you got to pay. If we ain't together no more, you got to pay for the work. I ain't washing your car. You better get a life. Forget that. We ain't together. You're going to have to pay just like anybody else. Heck with that. I need my money if I'm going to do some work for somebody. But yeah, I've had that happen to me before, William. I heard Belize is dangerous as hell. Dangerous for who? That's the question you should always ask Kenneth. When you hear these reports saying how dangerous it is, dangerous for who? People said that about Brazil. Dangerous for who? That's a question you always have to ask. People will say, hey, the Congo's dangerous. South Africa's dangerous. Where else? All these other countries is dangerous. Dangerous for who? It ain't dangerous for me. Dangerous for you. Turks and Caicos. No, I don't want to go down there. Venezuela is nice, I heard. I never heard of that, Kenneth. DR? I don't want to go no DR. That's trick off. That's trick off territory. Yeah, they said Brazil. I've been hearing Brazil is dangerous forever. But how come people keep going there though? Brothers go to Brazil, never come back. God damn. They can't be that bad. Man, they go to Brazil, never come back. I tell you, man, somebody told me this years ago about Brazil. And I seen him last week, and he said the same thing today. He said, if you go to Brazil, get a one-way ticket. And if you speak Portuguese, get a one-way ticket and don't come back. And he said, if you have any skills, if you speak Portuguese, get a one-way ticket, don't come back. He said, if you have just a little bit of ambition, you will get rich. He told me this 15 years ago, and he said it again last week. And there's a lot of people are doing very well over there that left here and went down there. They got a family, everything, business, everything. That's what. So you can't listen to these reports and stuff you hear on the television. You get going. If it was that bad, they would stop canceling the flights. Dangerous for who? Exactly. Let me tell you something, man. I've never been scared to go anywhere else outside of the United States of America. I've never been afraid for my life, not even for 10 seconds. Not even for 3 seconds. I've been in the ghettos of Thailand, wherever. I've never been afraid, not for 3 seconds. Now, ask me how many times I've been afraid for my life here in the United States of America. Many times. I thought I was going to die one night by a cop here in America. So I'm not worried about going anywhere else and fearing for my life. Morocco? Yeah, I heard Morocco's nice. Yeah, I heard Morocco a long time ago. Yeah, I knew a couple women that was from Morocco. Dudes forget they leave wives in America when they go to Brazil. Yeah, I know guys go to Brazil, you visit one time, they don't come back, they start making plans to move. I know guys that went to Brazil 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 times. And they found their way over there. They found a way to move somehow. I don't know. Maybe they found a sponsor. I don't know how they did it. I don't know the immigration rules, laws over there. I don't know. But they be posting pictures up on Facebook all the time. A lot of these guys is ex-military. Some of them got jobs over there, etc. More power than them, man. If that works out for them, hey, I'm not gonna knock it. If you don't have a passport, get one. It'll change your perspective. Yeah, everyone should have a passport. Every day I go to work, I'm packing. You packing to work? Oh God, you need. Yeah, yeah. Places like Colombia, Brazil, especially southern Colombia, Brazil. What's the other place? Peru. Man, it's a lot of islands down there too. That a lot of people don't know about. Costa Rica is, oh man, it's hot, boy. Whoo, man. Costa Rica is smoking, boy. Yeah, Costa Rica is smoking right about now. Yeah, I'm telling you. Even if you go to places like Zimbabwe, Kenya, any place that's what's the other place? Any place that's South Africa, like Key West, not Key West. God, what's that other place, man? Man, it's slipping my mind right about now. Any place that's in any parts. What's the other place? Angola, places like that on the continent of Africa. I'm telling you, you go there, you ain't gonna come back over here. I'm telling you, the women are socialized very differently over there. South America is more energetic than North America. Yeah, that's true. What up, circuit masters? I want a Brazilian woman, any woman but American woman. Well, you know, you have to deal with American woman as long as you over here. On some level, I need to learn to speak Portuguese. Yeah, you should, man. Check out my boy Travel Vid YouTube, Marwa, and my boy Jermaine Ellis. Yeah, Jermaine Ellis on Facebook. Apple Mac, right? If I'm not mistaken. Costa Rica is where I want to retire. Why you want to retire there? Jermaine is South Africa right now. I think it's in Cuba. Oh, Cuba. Cuba is in the other place I want to go. That's what it is. Cuba and Brazil. Cuba and Brazil. Ghana, I'm not feeling. Nah, I'll pass on Ghana. I heard that Ghana is cool, but I'll pass on that. I'll go to Cuba and Brazil before I go to Ghana. Yeah, I enjoyed Liberia, Ivory Coast, no doubt, but Jermaine on a bunch of platforms. Learn a bit of French. It'd be good. Wearing girls, cool shit. Oh, they speak French over there? Ivory Coast? Oh, I didn't know that. Don't forget about the Philippines. Man, the Philippines is raggedy, man. I mean, you can stay there, live there for cheap. But, man, I wouldn't have a family in the Philippines. I don't think I would do that. I wouldn't have a family in the Philippines, Thailand. I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying you can't meet quality women, but it's not going to be that easy. Because places like the Philippines, and everything is poison there, man. It's, oh my God. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can go there and live like a king. But everything is the water is poison, the food is poison, oh God. Places, it might have changed some over the years, but I doubt it. Have you ever thought about doing live streams on your business channel? I used to, but people didn't used to show up on my other channel, so I stopped doing it live. Ghana agreed to let the U.S. build an army base there, so I know they corrupt now. Oh, for real? I didn't hear that. They built an army military base? Oh no. I really don't want to go over there now. Panama. Nah, I don't. I'll pass on Panama. Your money was stretched further in Brazil. The women just go for the dominant males. You would be like, well, man, there. If you was broke in Brazil, it's like being broke in the U.S. Correct? Yeah, yeah. It's like, you know, Filipinos are the biggest finessers. Maybe so, DJ Shady. They can't finesse. They won't be able to finesse me. I met a lot of women from the Philippines when I was in Japan. So you right. They are pretty good at finessing the guys, but a lot of Filipino women used to work at the bars. They used to be entertainers. I think they still do in Japan. I didn't say everything is poison, but the water is bad. The food is bad. I mean, you get what you pay for in the Philippines, basically. You know, that's kind of stuff you got to deal with over there. I mean, if you're a new person coming in, it's kind of like, man, I mean, where you gonna buy food at? I mean, like, I mean, if you stay in the city, that's gonna be a little expensive. And even in the city areas, you can't drink the water. That'll make us sick. It's like the food. I've heard all kind of stuff, man. People ate the food, restaurant food. They got sick. So places like that, man, you just gotta be careful, man. Yeah, I working a girl from and she just got back from Thailand and said Thailand is way more expensive than. Oh, Thailand's expensive now because a lot of Europeans that went in there and started investing and building hotels and malls and businesses now. So that's why everything is so expensive over there now. Like Bangkok, man, Bangkok is so expensive now. This is racism there too. But yeah, you can't get past racism one step ahead. That's everywhere. It's, they set it and forget it. Never had they have they have a caste system in a lot of these all of these countries, almost all of them, a strong caste system, boy. So that's how that is. Appreciate your perspective and knowledge. Now I gotta get ready to go see Avengers Endgame. I'll catch up on the next stream. All right, peace out, Solo. Circuit Master. Costa Rica has cheap living and awesome retirement community. 500,000 is 1 mil there. Oh, word. Damn, I didn't know the money was like that, Circuit Masters. Yeah, I want to visit Costa Rica. They have a strong caste system, man, for real. I visited the DR only once. There's a lot of self-hate with Dominicans. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dominican women are some of the most confused women I ever met in my life. I'm telling you. And this is no shame against Dominican women, but they're some of the most confused women I ever met. You can't even talk to these women. My God. Do you have a like to the Cycles of Life song? Do I have a what? William, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Do I have the rights? I think that's what you're trying to say. Do I have a link? No, I don't have no link. All right. Peace out, Apple Mac. I'm about to get off here too. You're not coming back, bro. Dominican women say they're not black. Exactly. They say they're not black. They don't know their own history. They side by side by Haiti, and they think they something else. Even some Haitians think they something else. So it's like everyone is trying to run away from who they really are over there. All the Dominican, they trying to run away from who they are. They think they something else. Well, they know they ain't Caucasian. Just look at them. Well, Caucasian women ain't got heavy features. So, well, what are you? I mean, they don't got an answer. That's how confused a lot of these women are. You wanted to date an Afro-Dominican, but something was off. Yeah, she's off. That's who was off. She was. Yeah, you can't really take a lot of them women serious, bro. I'm telling you. The most confused women ever. You can't even talk to them. They don't even have an answer for if you start asking them questions, they don't even have an answer. They'll say, "Oh, we were Indians, some type of Indians." I'm like, "What were you before Indians?" They'd be like, "They don't even got an answer." That's how ignorant they are. It's not all, but the majority. I'm telling you, it's like, what are you talking about? You just as crazy. You're just as crazy as women in America. That's why they let you come over here. All this ignorance. Pass. Stamp. We need more people like you to come over here. My God, she's all confused. They can sell their ass. The DR is the highest sex industry. Well, I didn't know that. I know a lot of people are struggling over there. So a lot of those women are in survival mode. You know, people do it. People tend to, do what they got to do when they're in survival mode. I mean, if a woman is willing to sell her body for sex, that's the lowest of lows. It's like that's how it is. She doesn't feel like she's worth or she can do better. So, it is what it is. Once you get to that point, that's you have to deal with those women in a certain type of way because she's dealing with you in a certain type of way. She's treating you basically like a trick. So hey, it's been real. I'm about to roll out, baby. It's been 2 hours. Like the video, share the video, check out my Patreon. Like I said, I'm gonna give you this book for free. Read up all about the details over there. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.